We are live. What the hell's going on, everybody?
Y'all ready for this? I know you've been waiting for it. I know some of you think that you can pregame, guess, do all this nonsense, but that's why we're live revealing it, right? So,
Yep, a lot of pre-games been going on already, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. Before we kind of start this presentation of who's on this season that we film in 2 weeks from tomorrow, there was definitely some other people that we did want to have on this seasons, but the date just didn't align. It sucks, but it is what it is, and we're still extremely happy with who we casted on here and who wanted to do it and give another chance. And these are all people that never won the game as well and have only played once.
yeah, I mean, the other thing is, there's some people that maybe they could have been casted for another season in the future. Obviously, we already know we announced Nolan being invited to Heroes versus Villains. Sometimes it's got to fit the narrative. It's got to fit the storyline that we're looking to create from the season. Fair warning before we jump into this, you guys are going to know who's on your season. Pre-game, don't pre-game, do what you want to do. The honest reality is pre-game never helps your game. It only puts you in a huge hold to a word that you promised 6 months beforehand that just you can't hold. So do it all you want. Everything goes crazy on the day of the game, especially with this being a 2-day event. We want to give you all enough and plenty of time to actually get to know each other even further. Just rely on the game. Don't rely so much on what you're texting beforehand.
No, exactly. I mean, things change. It is what it is. Like we've seen it firsthand. It never really works out. You have to be adaptable. Things change on the fly in the game. People can do it all they want. We're not announcing the tribes. I think I've announced that elsewhere, but we're not announcing the tribes beforehand. We told people already to bring both colors, both purple and then teal / turquoise. So they're not going to find out till the game actually starts. I think that's a great way so that people can't pregame even harder. So,
and you can guess all you want. I promise you're not guessing these combinations. There's literally, with 14 people individually, there's over 1 trillion possibilities. You're not going to guess this, so stop trying to waste your time.
Exactly. So are we ready to get this thing going, Christian?
Let's do it. I think you should kickstart it.
All right, I'll kick it off. The first person that's casted that you will see being aired here soon with episodes hopefully coming at the end of the month already is Addie. Addie from Captain's Curse, Season 5 of Survivor Wisconsin. She got out super early, and she definitely brought a lot of personality.
Is her knowledge a wild card, huh?
A wild card, I think. Is her knowledge insanely good at the game? Maybe not, but maybe she can learn on the fly again. She's definitely competitive. Definitely not afraid to say what she has to say when she got out. When she got out, she literally said F you to everybody, which was awesome. That's one of her memorable moments. Yeah. So I feel like she didn't even really get to play the game. So I think a second chance season is perfect for her.
Yeah, I agree. And, like you said, sometimes people might not know as much about the game, but sometimes people who know less about the game do better. The people who think they know so much do so bad. So really, it comes down to like what your skills are. And I think she kind of has a grip on what she's supposed to do kind of moving forward. So I'm excited to see a little bit of fire out there.
All right, Christian, let's go to the next person here.
And this, I think everybody knew, Amaris. I mean, she kind of has to play on this season. To start off, she gets screwed over by Blake not showing up and gets the unlucky draw of the solo room to begin. Like, just being put on an exile like that and then having to come in, you're already playing from behind the entire game. And then she gets back in the game. The entire time, it felt like she never really got a chance to start the game. So this is a perfect second chance storyline right here.
No, exactly. I mean, I think she did kind of get a second chance because she got a comeback, but she was so screwed from the start. She didn't get the time to build those relationships. So we had to give her another shot at this thing.
Right. Like, she can play. You could see it. I mean, her gameplay was just trying to plead to people that she can be the extra vote. Like, you don't even get to play your own game. You have to play someone else's at that point.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure she got screwed by the double tribal twist as well. If I remember that correctly. So
absolutely.
Anything else you want to add, or should I move on to the next person?
I think we got to get to this next one.
All right. Well, bringing back a player that was a fan favorite from one of our recent seasons. It's Amelia. Amelia Didn't get to play the game a ton, but she left her mark on the game in that season. She still won fan favorite. She was the first person voted off at the merge in a smaller season. She brought the chaos. She actually voted off Addie in the beginning of the game on her tribe. Thought it was funny. She said, I'm just going to vote her off. Like, I want to make friends with other people here. So she's very social. She learned the game kind of. I saw her I saw her as the game went on, learn more and more and figure it out. She did really good in the challenge that people were pissed about because they thought she was cheating kind of. So she's definitely competitive. And again, like Addie, do they know as much about the game as some of the other people on the season? Maybe not. But I think that's going to benefit them actually. And they need to be utilized because they are loyal players, but they're also not afraid to say what the hell they want. So get ready for that.
Exactly. And like, that's the thing I think people need to realize is they're going to be playing with some people they probably never thought of. Amelia, I'm very excited for. I mean, you win fan favorite placing ninth. You had to be a character. Like, just up front, you had to. Now Richie, can you please keep it PG with your comments, please? Like, come on, dude.
Geez. Holy
Jeez,
crap.
you're actually making Maddie scared. That's kind of annoying. Like,
yeah, say that for season 10, right?
Yeah, seriously, we don't need the villain right now. Kennel up.
Yeah, I think as well, Amelia. She literally, her boyfriend played with her the first time, which it's he's not in here. Not a spoiler. I don't think people are expecting it. So it's good that she doesn't have to rely on that. Even though when he found an idol, she literally called it out and said he found the idol, and they were like chasing him, even though like he couldn't from somebody. So it was entertainment. Honestly, so
yeah, I love it.
All right, next player.
Next player, indeed. I think we had to get a first boot out here, Hanukkah. I mean, let's say she might have not been the most happy player we've had when they were voted out. It was pretty interesting to see kind of her interactions and relationships with some of the people. Literally didn't matter. Didn't really get her anywhere. And you could tell that she was utterly shocked when she went home. She's like, really? At first, I think she was more shook that people weren't going to work with her, that she thought were going to work with her. But she knew her hands were kind of tied, and she went home. And we got to get some of these first boots out here because, honestly, you commit yourself to a full day like that, and we see something in you, maybe you can turn it around.
No, exactly. And I think she didn't get to play the game again. Again, this is people's second chance. These are people that a lot of these people got screwed over some way or not and didn't fully get to play the game. And she's a prime example of it, like full on. And, she just didn't vibe with her tribe. Vibes, a lot of words in Survivor. We saw in our season. We saw in episode 2 last night in the real show. Holy crap. So I'm hoping the vibes fall in her favor this time. And, she definitely deserves a spot. I mean, we want to get some first boots out here. Richie want to do a season with all first boots. Probably will never happen, but we need to bring some back still in some way if we can. In a second chance season, are you kidding me? Come on.
Perfect.
All right.
Come on.
this kid, come on. Wait, John, they're dating? That's preposterous.
Wait, they're dating? Oh my God.
Yeah, Ben, if you watch the season, that's all you need to know. He did win fan favorite for New Blood pretty handedly. He definitely brought some memorable moments, was hilarious, made it deep into the game. 6 out of 13, not 12. There was 13 players, a little error on my end. But I think Ben definitely deserves this spot. He helped a lot with production last season too, which was awesome. So he deserves it. I mean, he's a big figure that we've had recently, I'm not going to lie, and people are drawn to him. He lied about being a teacher last time. Can't do that this time. So let's see if he lies about something again.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. Everybody's got their white lies about who they are on their first newbie seasons. And he's someone I'm interested to see how they fare on a returnee season. Because I think especially a multiple day where you have a long time to think about decisions, like I'm telling you, it's plenty of time. I'm interested to see how that goes.
Holy shit. Chris, sorry to cut you off. Look at Chris's comment. Can you see that?
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Winner over season 6.
Chris is one of my favorite Alliance members that I've betrayed because he honestly gets the game.
He does. Very good winner. Definitely doesn't get the respect because it was a shit season, but he is a great-ass player, and he won. Deserved it.
Yeah. He's good at it, so that's that. But Ben, like, speaking of Ben, like, genuinely, I think that he's going to either be shell-shocked or he's going to shock the world, and it's only one or the other every single season he plays in. He's just one of those guys, man, and I love it.
I think so. I think, he was a great find, and we're glad we met the guy and give him another chance here. So
Yeah.
we'll see what
Why is
Ben can bring
Matt
back
being
to
so
the table
formal?
here. Huh?
Matt's comment was so formal. Like,
That's the first.
I know.
Ben's in the comments here. Not surprised. He's shell-shocked. Yeah.
Knock, you about to get shell shocked. Shout out to Jake the Snake.
Yeah, maybe we'll see him back if he wants to. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not
We'll see if he makes the
play
cut. There's
this
a lot of
time.
decisions to make here. A lot of decisions to make. All right, ready for the next fucker?
Yeah. Come on, baby. You think we're not getting a little kitty back? Come on. I just got to say it. If you have the best nickname in the new era, you deserve to come back. It's just that simple. I mean, I think my favorite part of the season that was so nonchalantly was at Tribal Council when Devin's like, Kitty. And he's like, me? Yeah, you're going to wear a kitty shirt. You're going to be called Kitty. Like that. But all jokes aside, he's someone that honestly is the only person that was voted out pre-merge that didn't get a chance at the second chance.
No, seriously.
Back to the game and wasn't on the jury. So he just deserves it because he was in that weird in-between vote where his tribe just couldn't put a ball in the bucket the way that they needed to. And I'm sorry, you guys that think things are so physical because you can't put a ball in the bucket, it ain't that hard. Come on now.
Yeah, we were getting complaints in the reunion that the challenges are too physical. Are you kidding me? You haven't seen nothing yet, so buckle the fuck up.
Yeah,
as Annika said, buckle up because they're pissed as hell.
Yeah, it's Survivor. This isn't a fucking show where we're putting you out there to do a puzzle every round. Now, obstacle courses and stuff like that, it was a little bit to keep the game moving along. It's a 1-day game. We got 2-day games. There's going to be plenty of lot harder challenges. Trust me, look at some of the past ones. They were not easy. And I think Kitty is someone who's going to fare very well in them.
No, and like you said, I mean, he had a good alliance going in the game, and they lost. They kept losing challenges. They lost the outcast twist where they had to vote somebody off, and it's tough. But
no shot, Matt. That's crazy.
Yeah, Dan, you got to prove him wrong. Put money on yourself here. Come on.
Yeah, Matt's lucky he's played more than once. When he's in these comments. I love it.
Anything else you want to say about Kitty, or the shirt says it all?
Nah, I'm excited to see him play, man. I'm excited to see him play.
Yep. All right, next up, we got another first boot from this past season, Survivor Wisconsin Season 8 Converse Cast. Joey, again, just like Annika, didn't get to play the game a lot, and I really think they showed that they wanted to play again. Joey stayed the whole time, even after he got, so he saw the game unravel, which was smart by him. And when I have people reaching out to me, like wanting to get another chance, they want to prove to themselves even that they want to play the game and play harder.
Yeah.
I think someone like Joey completely deserves it. He just didn't fit the social dynamics of that Bebe Say tribe, and they had to vote somebody off. The one tribal the one challenge they lost.
Right.
And I think he deserves another chance. He's a diehard fan, like a lot of these people are, and yeah.
I mean, if I had something to say, is I'm always going to be for firecracker personality. And out of freaking nowhere during the reunion, this guy blew the heck up on Nolan. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? And Nolan gave him a nickname during the season. So it's time for him to go out there and prove some people wrong. So at the end of the day, I think he's got the right to play more than anybody to come back and say, because as much as he was a first boot, I think he made an impact on the season in his own right, in his own way. And when you have a story to be told, I think you deserve to have it play out, So I'm excited to see what he's got.
Yep, me too. Let's go, Joey. All right, next up.
I mean, she's trying to steal the gangster title from me. Won't ever happen. But Cash Money, Kayla, she was fan favorite from the last season. Not really that surprised that she's going to be on. I mean, is it really that hard to describe? You go on rocks, you get a second chance. I mean, you literally got blue balled out the game. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, she'll get a second chance to have hopefully fallen directions on the rock draw as well. But no, Kayla she was easily the fan favorite by a landslide this past season. And, it is what it is with how, she revealed it or whatever. But she found two idols, didn't play them correctly, but she was learning the game. I think a lot of people in her season had a lot more knowledge as far as she did. And for what she did, what she was able to do with what she had, it was awesome. And she had a lot of people were willing to work with her even when Pink was down in numbers. So I think that's says a lot.
Yeah, and sprinting around looking for the idols when she knew she was going out. Just scenes like that where it's like, all right, it's time to flip the switch. You got to do it. And I do always respect the gameplay where like there is a point to strategically blow it up and be crazy. And I don't know if she did it on purpose or on accident, but the timing kind of worked for her in that round. So like, kudos to you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we have 3 fan favorites on here from season 5, 7, and 8. So the people love you. We got to bring you back regardless how well you did or not, too.
Yeah, so. seems fair to me.
All right. Next up, joining the cast, Kira from New Blood. Played 2 idols as well, just like Kayla. Got 7th. Saved Ben's ass from getting out, which was hilarious. You're welcome, Ben, from Kira. I think she definitely deserved it. I know she has a lot more to give in the game. She was a very strategic player, very had that on her mindset more. And she's like, even said to me after, she's like, I keep forgetting this is a show. And she's like, I need to be, if I get asked back, I'm going to be more entertaining or whatever. Doesn't mean you need to be entertained to get back on, but it definitely helped me be like, well, yeah, it's a no-brainer to bring her back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty easy. She played an idol for Ben, and then when she needed it most, she didn't have it. And then when she kept saying, like, I didn't even want to play it for him. She just thought her hands were tied and she had to. Was a weird scenario for her. And it kind of reminded me back from one of our original seasons with Jake, where he would play idols for other people, never himself. And those kind of players who are thinking almost so deeply into the game and have that kind of commentary where they can do it, they can say something funny out of nowhere. We need that. We need that on the show. She's someone we need on the show, and I'm excited to see her story start to be told.
Yeah, I think so. I think she deserves it. She's passionate about the game, which most of these people are. So let's go.
Yeah, exactly. No passion, no on. And that's why we're bringing Maddie, because you know what? You lose that final tribal council. She spoke well, and honestly, she's even admitted it kind of after the game. She wishes she had like 1 or 2 moves to hang her head on because it might have swayed one vote one way or the other, and she wasn't that far off from winning. So I love seeing a final tribal council that can speak well, someone that actually has a chance to go out there and win. Last thing I want to do is see someone go to final tribal council, talk terribly, lose, and then try to get them back just for them to get to the end again and do the exact same thing. So
no, exactly. I mean, I think it's awesome having someone that got to the end of the game, didn't get voted off, but you learn something from that. Okay, why did they perceive me not as good of a player compared to these 2 for whatever reason? And I think she learned a lot. I think she's very social. I think she had to go tribal a lot because her tribe kept freaking losing. So, and she dealt with some big personalities on that season with a Ben, with a John V, with a Natalie. So,
Yeah, you got it.
All right, let's get the hell to the next person here.
Yeah.
Next person we got is Nick the Dick, as I called him as a joke one time. Everyone was like, what? Nick, again, on the infamous Felamu Richie tribe, where they just kept losing. Nick definitely was probably known for seeing Kayla find her idol, calling her out for it. Kind of costed him his game, to be honest, which, it is what it is. But he was entertaining. Hopefully he maybe gets redemption on a slide puzzle. We'll see about that.
Or making a ball in the bucket.
I think, or get the ball in the bucket and not take 40, 30 times or whatever it was that I counted. So I think he deserves another chance. Didn't get to play the full game, I feel like. And,
Jimmy, boo, boo. Neutron, this ain't your season. Go eat the world. That's what I have to say, Jimmy.
Anything you want to add?
Booze is for you. I love Nick, man. I think that guy's actually got a true chance to compete on any season he's on. He has a good head on his shoulders. He understands certain parts of the game that I think is very rare when you're talking about someone. And he is very self-actualized when it comes to like how he placed where he did. He understands where he went wrong. Now, does that mean he doesn't make different mistakes? And I don't know. We got to see. There's a lot of threats out there. And just from what we've seen so far, his tribe situation, all that kind of stuff can play into it. Hopefully he works on some things that will kind of help him kick back into gear and maybe be good at the game and maybe win a challenge or two. So,
Yep. Only a request, Nick, since you're back on, you need to do the worm in our season. We're waiting for it.
oh, I think that's only fair.
All right. Ready for that next person?
Gucci Lake, Maine. Vincent, come on. We just talked about Maddie, another final tribal council loser that had also a very close, he spoke very well. He had a chance to win the game. And I think he aligned himself with someone that might have stolen some of the ideologies of everybody else on how well he played the game. They might have looked at him and said, hey, actually, the other guy who's running the show on this vote, when in reality, it was Vincent dropping the seeds all along. And you can only describe so much of that at Final Tribal Council before hindsight is 2020. It was pretty impressive to see some people at the reunion say, Vincent, you know what? You did a lot more than I realized. And I think that's kind of to the point that you and I always talk about, that there's always people who like to play the game from behind the scenes, but sometimes you got to play from the front to win the game. And I'm excited to see him hopefully get to the end again and speak as well as he did, because I don't think he'd go there a second time without the ammo he needs.
Yeah, I mean, when I was there, like I think I said in the reunion, like not knowing a ton of the moves and everything that happened behind the scenes as a host, I think he's like won me over almost with his Final Tribal Council. He's very confident in his game. Even when I was like questioning, like, okay, why do you think you didn't get the respect from your jury to win? And he's like, well, I think I still did the best, like was proud of my game, played the best game, which is great to hear, but you got to take something away from it. Like Maddie's got to learn from it, really need to adapt to how the jury's feeling and what they're kind of saying. And, it is what it is. And I think having two people that lost Final Tribal Council got really close, both arguably probably spoke almost the best out of their final three. Each of them is going to be interesting to see. Let's see if they can talk their way into getting back there,
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
All right. Next person, didn't know if I wanted to bring this fucker back in the realm of our season. Are you kidding me? I had to bring Will back in. Are you kidding me?
Literally had to.
Definitely, I feel like was in contention for fan favorite if he didn't get out as early as he did. He got tribe swap screwed. He was the only member of his original tribe to get swapped like Kira did.
Completely random. Just bad luck.
No, what did he say? He said, don't call for me if what did he say about Boo Boo?
He said, this queen stays queen. Don't send for me. Don't come for me unless I send for you, Boo Boo. And listen, Boo Boo, we sent for you and you're back. Get your ass back on this season. Let's make sure that you don't smile too much so that people at the premiere party start commenting about it the whole time. And let's make sure that we see you back. This is a real character that has a good head on his shoulders, that understands the game, and he brings a lot of personality, and he's there to compete. And I think that there's so many people that come here that are like, I just want to have fun. No. This is a season full of people that want to compete, and I think Will's right up there at the top competitively, like how competitive he is. So I love to see it.
No, Will was honestly one of my first people I wanted to get on second chance, because the moment he got on, I'm like, really? Like we were rooting for him to get to the merge at least and make some moves, because he was going to bring some chaos to the game. But he's also very strategic. He's very social, and he's easy to get along with. He's a great person, to work with in the game, I feel like. And I feel like he literally got tribe swap screwed, and that's really it.
I do my best to be non-biased when I'm in part of production. But man, when I'm watching comeback challenges, like I was watching and I'm like, I was just rooting for either him or Maris to get back in the game. And like internally, you're just sitting there watching it, and it's like, you know what? I feel like that's where we really kind of took that second chance idea and took off. And I think it kind of started with those two and the way that they went out and didn't really get a true chance. We were like, maybe it is time to do a second chance. And so thank you to Maris and Will really for coming out the first time, because honestly, without your games utterly failing in the worst fashion possible, I don't know if we would have had the idea to do this. So,
yeah. All right. Sending back to you, Christian.
Yeah, you love him. Actually, you probably hate him, but that's why we love him as a production team. It's your boy, Jamil. He's back. Come on, the pregame Alliance King, the guy who's going to troll you after the game, even if you play better than him. And most importantly, he's actually secretly good at the game. But all in all, he's actually a good dude. We love him. Glad to have him back and excited to see him kind of stir the pot again.
No, exactly. I think I didn't know how much he was doing behind the scenes on Pink. He had a really good alliance in that tribe with Pink. Watching it back, he was definitely really entertaining. Great mind for the game. Again, Pink tribe was just down in numbers at the merge. He got screwed over by that. So hopefully his tribe can win some challenges. Hopefully he can maybe win some challenges for his tribe himself or something. So yeah.
Hopefully he does something that other people can troll him for, but like I don't know. He's got it kind of down pat. He's got that Survivor community troll on pat right now. I'm excited for Jamil to see what he's got going on. I mean, seeing him compete against some of the people will be very interesting for a second time around. He's kind of similar to Ben in my thoughts, where I said I'm interested to see him on a new season where now everybody knows him, because I think he, like Ben, will either be shocked at how well he does or shell shocked at how he goes home. And I think there's just no way around it with a player like that. Means that they clearly are a threat. So excited to see it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So that is your cast. That is
All 14
person cast. Maybe
days.
people are expecting more, but that's what we came up with. That's how it worked out. And we're really excited. I know there's a lot of people from 7 and 8 and only 2 people from 5, but I really hope these 7 and 8 open their minds to not just picking people off because they're not friends with each other or they didn't play with each other. So, I mean, keep it in mind. The game's gonna move fast, and you're gonna have more time because we have a 2-day season. It's gonna be freaking awesome, and I cannot wait. And you guys better bring it and maybe chill in the pre-gaming. I know there's something going on this weekend, and it is what it is, but we're still freaking pumped for the season, and you guys better bring it because we're going to bring it production-wise, challenge-wise, twist-wise, and everything in between.
Yep, you guys better be ready. And like Devin said, this game is going to be a lot different than what you got used to. Honestly, the newbie seasons, in my eyes, are just tryouts to get yourself onto one of these because this is where, like everything hits the fan and like you're actually playing the game of Survivor. You feel a lot different when now people on these all-star seasons. They're harder challenges. You're actually tired. You have time to think things through, but it still feels fast-paced and you're nervous the whole way through because you think you know something and you don't get to find out for a few hours if you're actually right. I mean, it's crazy. And ultimately, this is going to be a season where I think a lot of people are going to this is going to be a season where people are going to make mistakes. And this is where they're going to learn from them the most, I think, because the returnee seasons are the ones where it's like, all right, I got to do something to get on All Stars because All Stars has been pushed back so that we can get more people on it because we have so much interest from newbies to play. That's right. It's been pushed back officially. So we are going to have more newbie seasons. So if you're going to be on this returnees, you better make it count because you might not get another chance to get on All Stars. It's just the truth. So you better make this count. You better not cheat. You better not do this pregame BS. It doesn't work. Take it from someone who's been a part of pregame alliances. It doesn't work. You go in and you chill and you play the game the way that you know how to play it, you'll win. Or you won't make All-Stars. Simple as that.
No, exactly. And there are some people like I saw. I'll touch on one person that Richie commented on that we definitely wanted on. That's all I'm going to really bring up. Christian said, or Richie said, no Jacob or Caitlin. Yeah, Jacob. I will say he got asked, and it just didn't work out date wise.
Yep, schedule. That's one of the few people, and like we said, there's some people that fit the narrative that we wanted. That it just doesn't matter. Jacob, at the end of the day, if you ask me tomorrow playing All Stars, he get the casting. He's great at the game. He's the funniest person I've ever seen on the show. He'd get the casting. He's one of the best characters we've ever had. Period. So, with that, as much as he couldn't make this season, I'm not as concerned with him. Like the honest truth is for a lot of the people that we did select, this is the new era. So let's focus a little bit more on them. Let's focus on the people that want to be around and be there. There's some people from the Whitewater era we definitely wanted. We asked, dates didn't work, and at the end of the day, we're going to prioritize you guys first, and that's what we're doing. So moving forward, just be on the lookout for that. It could randomly throw someone into a newbie season. At the end of the day, if the goal is to get the top people for All Stars.
No, exactly. And I think you guys all know, part of 7 and 8, that you guys really rejuvenated our game to took it on with a new life, and we're gonna reward you guys for that. You guys deserve it. And so does Amelia and Addie in season 5. I mean, I know not a ton of people watched it, but it honestly, like, it brought a lot of viewers in the reunion in the first episode. It was good to see a mix of different people. And again, they had a smaller cast with 12, so it's good to see them with a little bit more with 14 and 2-day season.
Are we split?
I think they're both social enough that it's not going to really matter that they're not a part of the 7-8 clique that these two seasons just happen and people know each other.
We don't need to go into that much. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they'll be good. They're good at the game. They're characters. We got a 50-50 split.
Yeah, 7 guys, 7 girls. Let's go.
There's not a thing that can be complained about here. So I hope you guys are excited. Be on the lookout for Heroes versus Villains releases because we'll be doing it throughout. I'm not going to lie, that will be a bigger season than this one, but there will be a spot eligible for someone on the season to get on to Heroes versus Villains. So if you think your game's going south and second chance, maybe do something to get yourself onto the season for Heroes versus Villains, because maybe that'll be your only chance before All-Stars.
Yeah, I think everyone's got a lot of work to do in this game, and I'm excited to see when we're actually at the Airbnb how people are going to interact with each other. And I believe in a little under an hour at 7:30 Central Time, the Early Birds pod is going to be breaking down the cast for a bit and talking about it all. We'll see what they all have to say. And I think they might have another special guest joining the 3 of them. I'm not sure for sure, but tune in and find out. But this season, we're filming it in 2 weeks from tomorrow already. And that season, I'm planning to only do 1 episode a week. I'm not going to be able to do 2 a week like I normally do, So we're definitely going to really embrace this season, enjoy it, do 1 episode a week. And hopefully I'll get it out, every Tuesday is my plan. Once we get going with it, everything, it's going to be a lot of footage.
Yep.
Even with 14 people, it's still a 2-day season. So there's going to be more time for rounds. It's going to be a fun ass time.
Yeah, be worried, be scared, and let's lock in. Early Birds, sending it off to you.
Sending it off to you. This was Christian and Devin, and we're frickin' pumped!